Hi, my name is Thomas with Academic Advising, and today we are going to talk about the Associate of Science. The Associate of Science is a 2-year program, which is 60 credits. Each course is typically 3 credits, so for you to finish the 60 credit diploma, you'd have to take 20 courses. 20 courses in 2 years is 10 courses per year. There are a lot of different things that you can do with an Associate of Science. One of them could lead to is a Bachelor of Science. A Bachelor of Science is 120 credits. The Associate of Science would essentially give you the first half of that bachelor degree. A lot of science courses are only offered in just fall or just winter term, and there's not much available over the summer. So planning in order is essential. Admission into the Associate of Science is open or non-competitive, so as long as you've graduated high school or you meet conditions for mature student status, you will get into the program. We talked about the Bachelor of Science being one option you can go through from an Associate of Science. On the screen, you'll see a bunch of others. Some students might choose to graduate with an Associate of Science and go work. Others will continue on to some of these other programs in the future. Taking the right courses in your Associate of Science can help set you up for some of these programs in the future. Each one of these programs has their own requirements to get into them, so make sure to work with advising on what courses to take in the Associate if you are planning on applying to these other programs in the long term. In the Associate of Science, typically students will focus on 1 or 2 areas in the program. Some of the areas you can focus on that could lead to a Bachelor of Science or other things in the future are shown there. There's lots in the biology and chemistry area, some computing and math, and then physics as well. In the Associate of Science, you do have to take first year English. To be eligible to do that, you would need a 73% or higher in grade 12 English. If you're from another province or country, that may vary, but 73% is the typical point we're looking for. There are also high school requirements to enter first year science courses. What you need will depend on what you want to focus on and what your long-term goals are, but you'll see there on the screen there are requirements for math, biology, chemistry, and physics, depending on what you're looking at. For math, you will need pre-calculus 12. For the sciences, you do only need grade 11, but to better prepare you, ideally you will have grade 12 sciences as well. This is what a typical first year could look like for an Associate of Science student wanting to take 5 courses per term. This will look very different student to student, depending on your goals, depending on what requirements you already meet and don't meet. But assuming you meet all the requirements, this is what it would look like. You do need 2 English courses, you do need 2 math courses, and then you do need some sciences as well. Another requirement in the Associate is to take courses from outside of science. So those would be those non-science electives. Here's a specific example of somebody that is interested in biology and chemistry. The English and math are already there, and then they took intro biology and chemistry to set them up for second year biology and chemistry. And then at the bottom there, they chose to do some non-science electives in theater and music. There's a few different tools that you can use to help plan your courses. One of them are our paper checklists. This is what they look like. It shows all the courses required for you to complete the Associate program. You'll see some of the requirements we talked about before with the English, math, non-science. You do also need some first year science, second year science as well. At the bottom, you'll see some general notes about graduation requirements, including transfer. One of the purposes of the Associate program is for students to be able to transfer to other schools, so making sure your courses are transferable is important. You might be wondering what courses fall into what categories. We also include that on our planning forms. So there you'll see the breakdown between non-science, science, and outside. You also see some exclusions of courses that will not count in this program. Another tool that you can use is online called DegreeWorks. It's in my TRU, and it's pretty similar to our checklists. It just automatically pulls in courses you've completed and courses you've got in progress. In this example, you'll see what the student is working on, what they've already completed, and what they have in progress. One nice thing with DegreeWorks is it shows you all the different options available that will fit each category. And when you click on those blue links, it'll pop up and show you what courses are available in what term, as well as the descriptions for each course. So your next steps should be applying to the program if you haven't already. If you're unsure whether this is the right program for you, you can talk to one of our Future Students teams or Career Services. Career Services is also great if you want to talk about long-term career goals, what you can do with an Associate of Science, where that can lead. We talked about using a few different resources like our planning tools, things like this video. A couple other things would be the academic calendar and the faculty websites. Those will have a lot of in-depth information and give you more details on the program and different areas within science. Once you've applied, been accepted, and done some searching on your own, if you still need some extra help before registering, you can contact Advising. If you're interested in programs outside of the Associate of Science, definitely chat with us. We can go over, make sure you're doing everything you need to do now so you're able to do what you want to do in the future. We can also connect you with other resources around campus, and different help centers for different courses, things along those lines. If you're unsure who your advisor is, you can contact us and we will get you to where you need to be. Last step, once you know what you want to take, is to actually plan and register your courses in My TRU. First part of that would be paying the tuition deposit, figuring out what your registration date is, and setting your days and times in My TRU. Scheduling your courses for science can be difficult with labs, but making sure you're doing this on time, getting everything planned and ready for your registration date is ideal. One good resource is the new student checklist. That goes through everything you need to know before starting at TRU.